Right. Let's see if that's worked. Possibly not.
I'm on YouTube. Can't find you on Facebook.
It's not here.
Yeah.
Oh. Mark, it's doing it again. I can't get onto Facebook. It's definitely the right group. You are live. View on Facebook. And it's not, because it's not taking me to the right place. It's not on Facebook at all. It's only showing up on YouTube.
Shall I get out of the way?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I've restarted it. It's obviously a StreamYard issue.
Okay, or Facebook. It might be Facebook.
Well, I don't think so. Hang on, guys. We'll be with you in a minute.
Once my computer works up.
Oh, well, we may be here for some time.
I know, right? So cute.
I don't know what to do.
Of course, we've had the power cut, haven't we?
You got my present. I said, Kelly said, oh, that's from the range. I said, I bought that one too. She goes, good, because that's our next book.
Right, do you want me to post the link to it, dear?
What, have you found it on Facebook?
Well, in a second, I don't know. Once I go to it.
Don't try and go to it from StreamYard, because it won't take you there.
Oh yeah, it's not taking me there.
This just isn't going into Facebook at all. I don't know what to do.
House.
I think we might have to just stay on YouTube. Do you want to put a link into YouTube? Anyway, right, we'll stay on YouTube then. Okay, so I reckon this is going to be our last class on this. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to have to do. You're quite right. I think a link is the answer. Yeah, this is going to be our last bit of this, because we've just got that last back page to do, although I don't know where mine... Oh, disaster. I don't know where mine is, but I'm sure it'll turn up. And then next week, I might possibly have made something with this, which I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. I wish you could see the avalanche here. Really. Oh, Facebook user, whoever you are, lovely person, can you do me a massive favor? Can you put a link to the Facebook class into Paper Scissors Story, because I can't find it, and neither can a lot of other people. And you might be the savior of the class.
I'll try going through again, see if it's now working.
I don't know.
I would imagine it's a Facebook problem.
Oh, I found it.
Here
I am.
Yeah.
Or unless that's the old one.
Well, if you don't know.
No, I think it's this one. Hi, Alison. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Carol. Oh, it's not you, darling. We've been having lots of problems tonight.
I'm on it now.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Right, so anyway, this is going to be our last class with this one tonight. It's all right, we're having an avalanche here. And then next week, what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of weeks leading us up to Christmas with, I grabbed this paper from the range. Okay, they do lots of different packs, but this was the one that just caught my eye, because you might remember we did something similar last Christmas as well. And this is the one that I chose. So go and grab yourself some cheap Christmas paper. And I know that if you're not in the UK, that this is available elsewhere as well. Oh, hi, Ulrika. Hi, Renee. So, yeah, so this one, that's the one I'm going to use. And we'll start on that next week. And as you can tell by the fact that I have a full pack of paper here, no, you can't see the book because I haven't made it yet. But I will. I know what I'm going to do. Anyway, but you're wondering who the question mark is, aren't you? Well, let me tell you a little story. We had crop on Saturday. And, you know, Christmas crop. And there we were, just doing our thing. And this lady walks in. And I know her. I know her, but I can't think what her name is. I've completely just completely lost. And I said, "Oh, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while," because I knew her. And it was the first time we met, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jen from Canada.
It was. It was. First time in person.
I would like to say that this, that Jen's so Jen's staying not too far away. So it seemed really nice to meet tonight. And then you can not tell everybody about the tip that is my craft room. But at the moment she's fielding. She's fielding all the paper that's falling everywhere. So we may have to do this by committee now, because last page and I don't know what I'm doing. So there we go. So last page, and I haven't really decided on a theme for this one, so I need to see what I've got left. But in the meantime, oh, gold thread. Yeah, well, I had a quick tidy up before you got here. Just a quick tidy up. So Jen can tell us all about her little weekend retreats and stuff that you do for fun when you're home.
Yeah, well, I have a couple of girlfriends, obviously, that scrapbook and have been scrapbooking for quite a few years. We actually met through scrapbooking, and we went from one group and bounced to another group, and then bounced to a third group, and then created our own group. So we now do 2 retreats a year, and actually we were lucky enough during COVID to do a few extra ones with a very small group that was just our bubble. So I think the one year, I think we had 4 Thursday to Sunday afternoon retreats.
Wow.
In a cottage resort on a lake in Ontario. I'm actually about an hour and a half northeast of Toronto, very close to a lot of Lake District. So yeah, we have a great spot there, and we usually have about between 10 and 14 girls in a couple of separate cottages. So, but my friend Tracy, who's actually joined this group in the last few months as well, and I spend a lot of Friday and or Saturdays together, just scrapping either at her place or my place.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's great fun. Great fun. Keeps me out of trouble for the most part.
And you've been collecting new people for your little get together, haven't you?
Yeah, it turns out that Inez, who is a member of this group as well, had asked me if I would touch base with her because she knew she lived in Canada.
Because it's only a small place. I mean, it was quite inevitable that you'd know each other.
Right. So, yeah, for those of you that aren't aware, it takes about 4 or 5 days to drive across our country. But it turns out that Inez lives 40 minutes from me. So, in a neighboring town.
See, I knew that.
It was all the plan.
Yeah.
It was all the plan. So she has actually decided to join us for our spring retreat this coming spring. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, it's just such a great hobby, and you meet so many great people. Many great people, and like this group too. Like I'm sure for most people during COVID, it was a godsend. It was for me.
It was for me too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I just happen to have a boyfriend that's from the UK. That's the reason I'm here, right? Yeah, good Englishman. So that's going to bring me over here a little more often. So now I know where Cal lives. I will
stalk me.
Stalk you.
Please do.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a really nice surprise. Mark kept a secret.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
June. He's known since June that I was coming. And he said to me, I'm terrible at keeping secrets.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He should have, right, my 50th birthday party, surprise party, which absolutely was a surprise. He never breathed a word.
I think better at it than he thinks.
I think he knows damn well how good he is. Evening, Peggy. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Tracy. Is that a dig, Mary? I'm watching on my TV tonight. We still haven't got one. No, Sally, I do not wish you I was there. 43 degrees, she said. We were just talking about you. Weren't we? Did we get that one with you? Do you do?
Yeah.
No, you do Fahrenheit, don't you?
No, so
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how warm does it get with you?
Yeah, it can get that bad. Definitely.
Crikey. Well,
Definitely.
Sally is in Australia, and
Right.
Sally came over and did a retreat with me, and it was the hottest weekend of the year. And of course, we don't have air conditioning here, as a matter of course. And it was too hot, wasn't it, Sally? It was absolute hell. It really was. And I said I'd never, ever, ever do another summer retreat. And then I ended up in Atlanta, which was also quite warm. Hi, Diana. So yeah, thanks, Mary. So yeah.
Yeah, air conditioning is definitely a staple. Definitely a staple in Canada.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. And a snow shovel, of course.
Oh yeah. I know, saying that Mark and I quite fancy living in Canada because of the snow. So what times of year will it be snowy with you now?
Yeah, it will. Actually, I was surprised because I came on Friday.
Oh, we had snow.
Hadn't. Well, yeah, Saturday morning you guys had snow. I woke up and I was like, wow, you know what? We haven't had this much snow yet once I left. But it's been an unusually warm fall.
Oh, right.
So we normally would have had, snow by now. But I'm assuming by some of the posts on my Facebook that they've got snow since I've left. So I'm sure I'll come home to snow.
Well, it was very early for us. We don't usually get snow this early. That really was quite unusual. Yeah, but nice.
Yeah, it was. Except that we had to leave the house at 6 o'clock in the morning to drive to Swindon.
Oh, yeah.
And, they don't drive well when it's snow.
No, we're not used to it. It's the wrong type of snow.
Yeah.
So there was a standing joke about our rail line where the trains were all late, and they said it was because there was the wrong sort of leaves on the track. And this was years and years ago. So now we always say, oh, it's, the wrong sort of snow if you want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what my thing should be on this last one, because I've got my luggage, and then I did like paperwork, and then I did the boat, and then I did the plane, and then I did my this one.
Oh yeah.
Then I did my but I don't know what I've got left. But I do like luggage.
I like mine much better when it shows up.
Oh yeah. 5 days have you been without you?
5 days without my luggage. I left my suitcase in Toronto. And I just got it yesterday.
Oh look, Lisa says it's minus 15 degrees Celsius here in Quebec. That is hugely cold.
So Lisa is my neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lisa is my neighbor.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's too cold for snow though, is it, Lisa?
Not really.
Oh, I love snow. See, Mark and I keep talking about going to live in Canada because we want to snow.
Come down in January and stay for a couple of weeks, and I'll let you shovel the driveway.
And then we'll change our
walk
minds
to the store and see how that goes.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there.
Yeah, and he still loves it. He was there for 4 years, and he still loves it, even though he had the shovel. So. It's pretty. It is pretty. It's just the extremes, like the extreme cold. There's nothing better than a bright, sunny, snowy day. Absolutely.
Well, I lived in Germany for a few years, and I must admit that one of the things that I really loved about it was the extreme temperatures in terms of the fact that made it like it was most definite seasons.
Oh,
so it was plus 40 in the summer and it was minus 40 in the winter. But I kind of liked that. It was all very definite. Whereas I think in the UK, as I've got older, I've noticed that it's not so much like that actually. We seem to be merging into one very much more. And the snow has completely changed. Like how British is this? We're sitting here talking about the weather. I've got to get used to this now. This is really what we do here. This is normal conversation. We'll talk politics in a minute and then you'll really get a taste of it. Do you want a cup of tea? Anyway, get Mark to make one.
Mark.
Yeah. Mark. Mark, make us a cup of tea, will you? We're doing British. You'll need a biscuit. Hilarious. Oh, 15 centimeters. That's about 6 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. We had a little bit and then it disappeared, but it was very, very early for us because snow with us now, it tends to be more. It's not too big actually because it tends to be more February time. It's really changed a lot.
Yeah.
You know, can you see all those like 20 pots of glue I've got over there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my gold.
Is it like any particular one?
Well,
or
I don't.
Just one that works.
Yeah, which I think we all know is fairly unlikely.
Start poking them, all of them with something.
I've saved my pokey thing. It's here. See, I tidied up and oh no, that's not my pokey thing. Hang on, it's here. It's gone down the side.
Up here.
Oh, that's my proper pokey thing.
Oh, beautiful. What that is.
Yes. Beth in Atlanta.
Beautiful.
It is absolutely stunning. And I've lost the pin. There's a pin that goes on that one to put in my things so that I don't have these issues. But as you can tell, I'm not that good at.
Oh wait, I got a pin. Oh, there's a pin.
Oh, that's it. Oh, thank you. Beth to the rescue. She knows me too well. Oh no, that's the watery one. Hey? Oh, what am I doing? Where's the key? Hey?
It's just typing.
Oh, I'm really. Oh dear. Ignore my last comment. It was an accident. Hey, Jill. No, Jill hasn't had any snow because Jill's somewhere hot and sunny.
No.
Right. That was the very watery one that I was using.
Oh.
Where's my pointy thing? Yes.
See, I got the digital, but I really prefer the feel of the actual. That's my printer thing, I'm sure, or my paper.
Oh,
no.
Fred!
Oh my goodness!
It's gone.
Nope. I'm out of here.
It's not like Fred to come to class. It's that time he started earning, isn't it? You've met Max, though, haven't you?
Yes.
Lucky Max.
What a celebrity.
Thought Max had walked across the keyboard. No, it was me. Right. See if I can get this to stick down.
Right. Lovely time. Wardrobe malfunction.
Several. Oh dear. So what you've been to the UK before, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you like about the UK?
Number one, the history of the architecture.
Oh yes, you've been somewhere really lovely today.
I have.
I went when I was at school.
Yes. No, oh shoot.
Oh, sorry. Come back, don't worry.
Oh,
I'm not the other. Still, I'm not worried about it. It's still there.
Oh, now we're gonna pop up. Excellent. Yeah, I went to Lillishop. Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the ruins of an abbey.
Let me see if I can find a link for that.
Oh,
and I'll delete my other comment while I'm there.
Beautiful.
Right by where I grew up. I remember going from school.
Yeah,
I haven't been for ages.
Beautiful.
It's really near where the England football team train.
Okay.
Which is nice. Well, if you're into that sort of thing, I don't know.
Into that.
Hold on. So yeah, if you're visiting, then it's a place to go. This is Mark's job.
Right.
He's too busy talking technical stuff to Andy, isn't he? We know our place.
Right. Okay, we'll just go downstairs and talk paper and louder. Boners.
Yeah. Mark's used to that. Yeah. That sounded very wrong. Oh. Wonder if that was important.
Oopsie.
I don't know. We'll soon find out. So, just so you know now, the sub boxes, if you're having a sub box, they're starting to go out. Finally, I think everybody who ordered a what do you call it, an advent calendar has had pretty much, apart from one that I know of. I've got 4 left, so I don't know if anybody wants one. I know it's a little bit behind the times, but because this is a project-based one, shall we say, I don't know. If you want one, just drop me a line, and I'll probably be going to the post office either tomorrow or the day after. So when are you back, Jill? Jill lives just down the road from where the cats were born.
Oh,
that's their claim to fame.
Excellent.
Yeah. A bit dodgy, isn't it, really? Yeah. Well,
it's all about.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, you were telling me what you like about the UK.
Oh, yeah. I don't just experiencing. I know the culture is not all that much different, as we're Commonwealth, and English speaking, but it is different though, and it's just nice to experience different. Nice to experience different food and different
poutine.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, because I've read about it, and it sounds quite nice.
Well, it sounds like over here you've come into something called dirty fries.
Yeah.
So poutine is actually what you call chips, right? And we call fries.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But it's gravy and curd.
Okay. Ugh.
Oh no, it's very good.
Cheese curd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean something different to you?
No, I don't know. No. I just.
Okay. So curd.
Okay.
It is. How do you describe curd? It's cheese that's they press the.
So is it like cottage cheese?
Stringy. You know string cheese?
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's like kind of like string cheese in its natural form.
Oh,
it's got that same kind of rubbery sort of.
Yeah. That's right. This is starting to sound really good now.
Yeah. So it's just it's like strings and bits, and then you pour hot gravy.
Now, is your gravy like my gravy? So my gravy, when I'm making gravy, I'm going to let you into my little gravy making secrets here. Oh, okay, Alison. Yes, I forgot about that. My bad. I'll sort that out as soon as we're done. Then I can get it in the postie tomorrow. So gravy, right? Okay, because Mark likes gravy. Understatement century, right? Okay, so I've got like the meat juices, whatever I've roasted. Okay, and then I'm going to add in maybe like water from the vegetables.
Yep.
And then maybe some stock, maybe a stock cube, and then I'm going to thicken it with probably something like cornstarch.
Yep.
Is that same gravy?
Yeah. And if it's real good gravy, it's made from beef drippings.
Oh, that goes on potatoes. Because when I was in the US, we had gravy and biscuits, which the gravy, I didn't try it, not for any other reason. I just didn't get around it.
Like
which I wanted was quite different.
Yeah. They do now. Do a lot of like chicken and gravy.
I wondered if it was a chicken-based thing.
Yeah, it's a lighter in color. I'm sure they have other gravies there, but they definitely, that's not a Canadian thing.
Sally's an American thing. Have I given up being vegetarian? Yeah. Last Christmas.
Oh wow.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened, but I ate meat and then I became quite addicted.
Right.
I know, it's terrible.
There's some things I could give up, but I don't know. Chicken, I don't know. It's tough.
Mark's a committed carnivore.
I know. to a degree. That's a very man thing.
I think you might be right there.
Yeah.
Actually, I always said that. My brother's practically vegetarian. Well, no, my brother is vegetarian.
Oh yeah.
But there's an exception to every rule.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And that is invariably my brother.
The exception.
Oh, yeah. So biscuits, right, Renee? Yes, I'm going to say, Diana, that you'd know the answer to this, right? You two can answer me this, okay? So biscuits and gravy, it's like scones with like a chicken gravy sauce, which actually sounds so yum. It really does sound yum.
Your scones.
Our scones are sweet.
Remind me of a tea biscuit sort of thing.
Yeah, a biscuit would be.
Because your scones are
sweet,
not savory. Right?
So I'm getting distracted with all of this conversation about gravy.
I know.
Mark doesn't know what he's missing.
Right. Meal number 2 coming up.
Yeah. So hang on. Mark did, Diana. So white gravy with biscuits. So that's got to be chicken.
Veg-based, maybe.
Oh, maybe. And then brown gravy made with beef stock, turkey drippings. Yeah. So that must be just what we call gravy. Oh dear.
Now I find in my like my family is European as well. They're actually Dutch, but I find their gravy, they don't thicken gravy like we do.
Okay.
So it's more like just the drippings and without the thickening part of it. Which I like it. Gravy sticks to things.
Yeah, Mark most definitely does, for sure.
Yeah. So now we have a couple places in the town that I live. You can get all sorts of kinds of poutine.
Oh, good, I pronounced it right then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a relief.
Poutine, actually.
Oh, poutine, like the Russian leader. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Oh no, yeah.
Well, our Quebecois person that was in here, is that Leanne?
Lisa.
Hey,
Kari. You don't know who it is, do you? Oh no, I don't know. I think I told you.
Thanks, babe. Yeah, they do all sorts of things. American pork poutine and
that
Philly
sounds good.
Cheesesteak poutine. That
was
okay. Fantastic.
Yeah. Mark would like that one very much.
So good. But yeah, there's we have a restaurant in town. Anyways, they have 47 types of poutine, and it's located conveniently in the middle of the bar strip.
Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah. So
I should have thought before I stuck that down. I don't really want it, but it's too late now. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked because we're talking about food. Right, Diana. Biscuits are a bread closer to scones, but not too sweet. That makes perfect sense. I'm sure I had those when I was over. The gravy with drippings and milk based, that also would make sense, but often with brown crumbled sausage. Oh, yes, because gravy and sausage is a thing, isn't it? And make milk and flour gravy. Oh. Do you know, actually, that's something that I really miss from living in Germany. But obviously there was a lot of sausages. But we did this particular, I can't remember, I think I was talking to Ulrika about it actually. This dish, because the food is very, very seasonal over there, which was something that I loved. And we did coal and pinkel, which was a sort of like a white oatmeal sausage. And you steamed it with the cabbage and then mixed it in. It was just amazing. I really missed that. That was really good.
Yeah, they definitely have distinct winter food in Holland as well, and very similar to the German food, obviously.
Well, where I was with Diana, we were in Amish country, so obviously very Dutch based, and we went to some great places for food.
Yeah,
lots of chicken and
cabbage and everything made with real butter.
Oh
and,
yeah, absolutely.
All those wonderful things. Andrew teases me about my love of butter,
Nothing wrong with that.
right? This line proves that.
Well, I mean, as everybody's aware, my father's not well, and one of the side effects is that he's lost a lot of weight, and he can't swallow very well. And the dietitian at the hospital gave us some, she said,
butter on everything.
She said butter on everything. She said, like double cream on your shreddies. Just get calories in. Just get calories in. And Mark and I just turned around to Dad and said, Dad, it's not fair for us to ask you to do this on your own. So we feel we're going to support you by doing this diet with you.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What's healthy and calorie free, Jill? Not butter. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Ulrika. Yeah, I missed that because that was my favourite meal when we lived there. Just loved it. Loved it. And what have we had for tea? We've had an Indian.
Yeah. Because your
Can't get
country
more
has
British
so many
than that.
wonderful Indian restaurants.
Well, they say curry's now the national dish, I think. That's what I heard.
In our town, probably 15 years ago, there might have been 2 Indian restaurants. And our town is about, I looked this up the other day, it's about 80,000 people.
Okay.
And now there's got to be 20 or more.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have a huge student population in our town, and we have a lot of international students. And some of them their families have come here, and I'm sure it has something to do with why we have so many. But yeah, it's fantastic.
Certainly is.
And it's so diverse because you get Indians from all different provinces, and their things are all just slightly different. So every restaurant you go to, you can get a different version of masala. It could be different from one place to the next, but they're all fantastic.
Well, one of the very common curry type things that you get over here, I forget which one it was. If it is, maybe it's korma, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's not a traditional Indian food. It's something that was developed here, by the Indian community, because us delivered Englishmen can't take heat.
Yeah.
Well, Mark can. I can't.
Surprising. I love it, but it does not look.
Mark likes it hot.
Yeah,
he really does. Me not so much. I don't know. I remember reading. I've got this great recipe for chili, and the lady who I forget what her name is. It's something like Bridget Jones or something. It's not Bridget Jones, but she's got a name like that. And she said that a good chili should be full of taste, not necessarily spicy. This recipe is ace, and you put 1,000,001 different spices in it, and she said it should be tasty rather than spicy. And I've never forgotten that, because that recipe is just awesome. Oh, everything with butter is calorie free. I'd agree with that.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Right. What words I've still got left in here. I'm absolutely amazed that I've still got so much paper left.
Started as a kit, like as a
no, it was a fill-in that I made up. I've made it up as I've gone along, because I wasn't ready for the next project, and I'm still not. 8 weeks later. Yeah, well, we're doing that one as our next filler, that Christmas one. Yeah. You've got your paper, haven't you? How did you even manage that? You didn't even know.
I know. He said the best place to go was the range.
These days, yeah.
The following day. No, wait a second. I saw you Saturday, so we went swimming on Sunday, and Monday we went to the range.
Excellent.
That's important.
So, what sort of, do you have like many craft stores and stuff? I mean, it was definitely one of the joyful things about America was to go to all the craft stores.
No, the death of brick and mortar stores is very apparent. I have a Michael's in my town, and it's become pathetic. So no, like last fall I drove, no, last spring I guess it was, we drove to Belleville, which was about an hour from home, and I was just super pumped because I found this store online and realized it was an hour from home, and I had ordered that's when I had ordered all the warm wishes, graphic 45 warm wishes.
Oh, yeah.
And I had like ordered the whole thing. I pretty much had to sell my firstborn for the amount
It's
of
worth
stuff.
it, though. So worth it.
And then so she would call me when it came in, and we made a plan to go down there, and yeah, wow, what a store.
That's the
I hadn't
trouble.
seen
I
a
think you
store
spend
like
more,
that.
don't
And
you?
yeah, well, and you just to be able to
Oh,
you
thank
know,
you, dear.
I haven't bought any biscuits, but
That's all right. We were just talking about British tea. I know that's not British, but oh yeah, Putin, like Putin. Yeah, I have to remember.
and but just to pick them up and feel them in your hands, it's gone by the wayside. It really is. So it was just I had died and gone to heaven.
I was like that when I was over in the US. We went to and I don't know if she's watching, but Kari will know. Scrapper Latte on New Jersey, which was just Long Island, which is an amazing store. So go to there, and we went to Scrapbook, Scrapbook. Kari, what was the place by Bill's? That was a beautiful, beautiful store. They just moved. And we went to Scrapbook Superstation with Diana, and it was just like, it was the superstition store. I thought Diana and I were chatting, and I thought she said it was called Scrapbook Superstition, which I thought was an absolutely fantastic name,
right?
But it wasn't. It was me not understanding poor Diana's beautiful accent, and it was Scrapbook Superstation. And shops also.
But yeah, it's just, and I said that the other day when we were in Michael's. I said, it's getting to the point where there's nothing here. And actually, our recollections paper pad, which is your,
it would be the equivalent of Hobbycraft, but they're not really doing much in the way of paper at all. They seem to have completely run their
you have
paper.
You have the same books, they're just a different one.
Do we? Oh, Craftsmith.
Thank you.
But
they've gone away from them now too, and now they're just doing these things. Have you seen them?
No, but that sounds like what Hobbycraft is doing.
Yeah, so it's your whatever 12 or 16 sheets of paper.
Oh yes, I bought a Christmas one when I was over.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan. I want to be able to see my paper, and I want. And I don't want to be forced to buy the ones with my paper.
I totally get it. Yeah. And at the risk of being really controversial.
Yeah.
So I'm not meaning to upset anybody by this, but this situation that we find ourselves actually is of our own making. I think we have created this situation, not necessarily through a conscious fault, but we just have. And I mean, I think certainly COVID had a lot to do with it, but I had a friend who owned a beautiful paper craft store in our next town along, and the problem that she had, and she was pretty good priced in my opinion, and she said that people would come in and have a look at items because crafters, we like to look at these things, and then go and order it online because it's a bit cheaper. So it's, we've kind of done it to ourselves. But why have we done it to ourselves? Because a bargain, it's not just about looking for a bargain. It's about the fact that nobody's got an unlimited amount of money to spend. Absolutely. So we have to be conscious of how we're spending our crafting budget. So, it's yeah,
it's kind of a double-edged sword.
It absolutely is. But we have very, very few in the UK. There's literally one or two. But thankfully, we've got a lot of online stores that are absolutely amazing. But yeah,
it just means we have to order more stuff.
Well, yeah, there is that. And there was me thinking of shutting the shop.
Were you?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, and just kit based. Yeah,
For
genuinely.
God's sakes, don't do that.
Well, I don't know. I changed my mind a lot.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for ages, but it's not really happened.
Yeah.
I'm not cut out to run a shop. It's not my thing. As anybody who's bought off me will testify. I'm not a shopkeeper.
Well, you know, and that unfortunately there's nothing you can do about shipping costs, you know, but it makes it tough. Like it's great that you have such a base here in the UK of people that are purchasing, but there again, how far do your pennies stretch, right? You have to consider that when you're ordering and from places like the States and Australia and New Zealand and that kind of stuff. But
well, I don't know what's happened to shipping with Australia at the moment because
it's an address where I can ship my stuff to.
oh yeah. Yeah.
We'll just let it pile up until spring.
Yeah, then bring a couple of suitcases. Yeah,
extra
no,
suitcase.
it's not a
Cheaper
problem.
than the shipping.
Unless I like it, in which case I'm keeping it.
Yeah, right.
But shipping to Australia at the moment, I don't know what's happened. It's cheaper for me to look on a Monday morning because it really varies, but the shipping costs are just astronomical. I've actually kind of halfway taken it off the shop and asked people to come to me for quotes because
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And the thing is, you know, I've got like a set price for it, and that can be right. But if I pick the wrong time of day or the wrong day to do it, then it's literally doubled in price, which, you know, isn't that good.
No.
Jill used to have 10 local craft shops in a 30-minute drive. Now I think there's only one. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. In fact, I'm amazed that you've even got one. So we've got nothing around here at all. It's a great little shop a bit further south called Amelia's. That's really good. I haven't been there for a couple of years. But it's just not something that we seem to have anymore. Now, I should really decorate this bit up at the back, but I'm not going to, because what I'm going to do now is put this together and decorate these little bits that I've got in. Oh, they're all over the place. There's stuff everywhere. I'm going to have to pay Jen not to tell you what sort of mess this is really
lovely.
like. Oh, you've already had the thing level on paper.
It's very typical bathroom.
Yes.
For those that aren't photogenic.
Yeah, it's not a beautiful, well organized.
That's one thing I have noticed in the UK too, and obviously there's spaces no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
Right. I went to Swindon on the weekend, and I met my sister-in-law's mother-in-law, who is a card maker. I said to her, "I'm so anxious to see your little space." And I know her space was little. It was actually a lot smaller. And same thing. She apologized, and I said, "Don't apologize. Like this is a commodity. You're lucky to have a space that you can have for yourself to have a hobby." And it was like literally packed floors.
Yeah, I think that's fairly typical crafting behavior.
It is, right? It is. Now, when Andy moved to Canada with me, it wasn't long after he moved. He's a gamer and very much mark-minded too. He's very much
that's what we're talking about.
Engineering and
we've lost
creative, create with their hands and stuff. So, and he gamed a lot. So I talked him into giving up the master bedroom for the smallest bedroom, which would have been 8 by 10. And we stuffed our double bed, our TV, and our dresser in the closet in that room, and took over the master bedroom as an office / craft room / video computer space for Andy.
Well, this was our bedroom until we had an extension built in the garage, because the garage is really big.
Right.
And actually looking back on it now, we'd have been better off staying up in here and turning the and we have a spare bed, which was Rachel's room. But I keep thinking about knocking through, because it's that way, knocking through into it. But I'd like an outdoor space. I'd like
like a greenhouse type.
Yeah, she shed.
She shed.
Yeah, exactly. I think that will.
do that in Canada.
Why not? Too
Very
cold. Oh, well, you
Yeah.
can insulate them.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that would be good. I'm going to name drop here. Well, no, it's all right. Everybody knows. I look at some of the photographs of people's craft rooms over in the US. Like, I am so envious of Paige. Her room is
No.
beyond
Right.
beautiful,
Right.
and I just think that space that she's got. But actually, I think to have space like that, you have to be organised and quite disciplined in being tidy, and I am neither of those at all.
I'm pretty sure I spend more time trying to organize things.
Yeah,
No.
I'd agree with you 100%.
And I have
there.
space. Like space is not my issue.
So, would you say Canadian houses are bigger than English houses?
Yeah.
Okay. Not at all jealous.
But on the other side of it, I find I find cozy appealing. As now, I'm sure at some time it would get annoying because I'm used to space, but I love cozy too. I love the feel of cozy and everything's so modern. Trends very modern.
Is cozy a word for cluttered?
No.
Oh.
Cozy is like a word for
Jam-packed, cluttered, full to the rafters.
homey, just a homey and welcoming.
Hoarder.
No, that's a whole different show. They have that show.
You haven't looked next to it. I can't live like this anymore. I said we're going to be on an episode of Hoarders. Yeah, but I don't want to be on it.
No. That is the greatest show to light a fire under your butt. Seriously, after watching a few episodes of that, I'd be tangling off the ceiling with a toothbrush. Craziness.
It doesn't do that to me.
No, it does that to me.
No, I do quite like watching it though. But you see, this is my sister and I could not be more different.
Yeah,
right. She is organised. She runs her household like military precision. Everything has a place. Everything is organised. She's been over here actually recently trying to help me.
But is she creative? Not really.
Not in this way, but I would say she is. I mean, one of the things that she does, which is quite American, which I love, is that her house is seasonally decorated.
Yes.
And she does make a lot of the the little bits and pieces that she puts up. And
I truly believe that most crafty minds have more of an issue with clutter.
do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I definitely do. But that's not to say I'm not organised in my head.
Oh yeah,
like, I know exactly how I'd have it. But it's just getting there.
Yeah.
That's what I find so hard.
Like I said, I think the struggle for space is like, because if you were in here trying to organize, where do you put the stuff while you organize it?
Well, this is it. It's all next door at the moment because we've actually got some shelves and all sorts of things to go in there. It's right to my left. I've got it was a built-in wardrobe, and now I use it for craft storage, as does Mark. But we've got a whole new set of shelves and things to put in there, and this green is supposed to go up on the wall for Mark's filament, and it's all like green. Yeah. But yeah, it's just what do you do in the meantime? Where does everything go?
Because I always say when you want to clean something up, usually it's a bigger mess trying to clean it up.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, you do. I think this is just about done. Renee says the cleanest mine ever was when my hubby and I remodelled it and I was organising everything back. One day of grafting to put it back to normal. I can totally and utterly identify with that.
Absolutely. Let's just face it. You get more space.
You make me, well, that's
right.
Yes. But no, that makes me feel somewhat better, Renee. I'm not going to lie. Right. Well, I think other than a little bit of jazzing up and a little bit more sewing and sorting out my photo map, I would say this probably.
So
is done. So we've got our first page, which is the baggage. And then so we've got space for photos and journaling on the back there. We'll put a load more than I have. Paperwork, the boat thing, I'm not happy with that yet. I might still faff with that bit. Then I've got my aeroplane, and then I've got my car. That was fun doing that. And then we've got just some words and things there. But I will finish that. Take lots of photos and put a few more little dangly bits on it, I think. So I reckon that'll do. What am I missing now? That's true, Jill. We don't have basements. Very, very rare, and only in the oldest of houses. Okay, right. So next week, I will try and get on with that. Otherwise, we're not going to have a project. The boxes should be out, or should be out by the end of the weekend, which is good. And then I think I should be almost up to date. I do apologise, everybody. I am lagging behind a little bit at the moment. Things going on that I've had to deal with, nothing to do with work, but you know. And I'm nearly there. So just got the last few to do. And I think if people are checking their emails, if you're international customers, you might find things you're checking today because a whole load went on earlier. So I could have got you to deliver some back to me to calendar. That would have been good.
Right.
I never thought of that.
Stop in and drop them off.
Yeah.
Or
oh yay. Hey, there's a thought. Oh, distributor. All right then, guys, you take care. Jen, thank you so much for being here. This is one of the nicest surprises I've ever had. And I promise not to, well, no, next time I haven't seen you for a bit.
Right.
That would be good.
We'll do it again.
That would be amazing. I'd like that. All right then, guys, you take care.
Right, guys.
I'm on tech, so this may take some time. And we will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.